Okay guys, that's my wife, Mrs. PIB, going to pick up one of our grandchildren. It's sports. Football, basketball, they're involved in everything. That's a 2009 Hyundai Accent. It's got 110 horsepower. 110. It's pretty peppy. This is a 2005 Scion XB. It's got 108 horsepower. So there's 2 horsepower difference. To be honest with you, the little Accent my wife just left in, to me it's a little bit more peppy, but this one has some pep too. But I think that one's just a little bit more compact. There's a lot more room, and you know, I guess I'll say square footage with this one. I really like this car. 2005 Scion XB. And if you're not familiar with it, it's made by Toyota. See if I can find that. There it is. It's a Toyota. They don't make them anymore. This is the first generation, and in my opinion, I mean, I've never had the second generation or anything, but I just really like this car. It's got somewhat of what I'd call a cult following, I guess. People make pickup trucks out of them. From what I can figure out, they probably cut from here, you know, down, cut this section out and put this section up here. And there's quite a few of them running around. People do customizing on these things, and they make pickup trucks out of them, and they're really cool looking. I've had people, subscribers of my channel, Primer Does Best, which is what you're watching now, to send me, you know, pictures and stuff of these in pickup truck form. But I mean, it's just a cool little different kind of thing. This thing, the video I'm making today, if I ever get to it, I'm going to wax this car. I've washed it, waxed it, cleaned the wheels, and these are, oh my goodness, I can't, oh, there it is, 205 4517s. All the way around. Somebody probably asked me that. I'm using Turtle Wax, my friend. Turtle Wax, I've used this for years. It's a soft paste wax, and it's real cheap. It's like $6 at the local auto parts store, maybe $7. Used to be a lot cheaper, but you know how everything's going. So I'm going to hand wax this thing, and then like you just seen my wife leaving that Hyundai Accent. She's driving it for a while, then she'll swap and drive this for a while. So while this one's in somewhat I'll call limbo, I'm going to give this a good wax job and put it back in the garage. And when she gets ready for it to be nice and clean, I've already vacuumed it out. I've done everything except the hand wax job. And it's I live in East Tennessee. It's going to be like 98 today, so this shade is my friend. So I'm going to get started on it. I was going to tell you kind of like how I got this car, if you are new to the channel, how I acquired this car. It's kind of interesting. My friend I used to work with when I was still working, I've had this car a long time, years and years, and I never thought too much about them. I'll be honest with you. I didn't think anything about these cars. You know, they're not the, in my opinion, they're not the prettiest thing on the road. And I've been told by some of my friends that you still got that ugly car. But in my eyes, it's a good looking car. I guess because I've owned it so long and I know what it's done for me. It's part pickup truck, even with this top on. I mean, it's a truck, it's a car, it's got lots of leg room, headroom. But getting back on the story how I got this car. My friend I used to work with, he'd go out and eat lunch in this car, and drive it back and forth to work. He lived quite a distance from where we worked at, and he, you know, sometimes I'd go out there and eat lunch with him. Well, I went and he drove this car, and I thought, I'm going to sit out there and eat lunch with him. And, you know, so I brought my little jug of water and a sandwich or whatever, No, I didn't eat sandwiches. I was eating crackers. I was trying to watch my weight. But you know, I got in the car, sat down here with him, and I could not believe how much room there is in this car. I mean, it is huge, huge. And now we've got our own personal touches. All this stuff's clean. My wife takes a this, that, and the other in case of something, you know, with grandkids. They were riding in this last week or week before last. But I mean, headroom, you've got the headroom. There is room. Now that little accent my wife just drove off in, it doesn't have any room like this. I mean, you're pretty compact. But I sat in this car and I was absolutely amazed, because looks are deceiving. AC works, everything works, still has original radio, which they could have done a little better on the radio, but hey, it works. I'm not complaining. This dash is a little bit, I'm sitting on the passenger side, but as you can see, everything's in this instrument cluster, somewhat in the center of the dash. And it reminds me of one of those Nash upside down bathtub cars, like 1948, 49, maybe 50. If you watch the old Supermans with the Reeves guy, I could never remember his name. Anyway, you see them Nashes in a lot of his episodes of Superman when it used to come on TV as a TV show back in the 50s. Okay, anyway, I was eating lunch with him and I said, boy, I sure do like this car. And he said he did too. And of course, he was driving it back and forth to work. So, time rocked on, and I said, I wouldn't mind having a car like this. Power windows. You know, it does not have cruise. It doesn't have cruise. That's one thing I wish it did have. But I got it used. I don't know how many owners this car's had. I just knew he had it. So, time rocked on, like I said, and, you know, he come up to me one day and he said, Jimmy, said, somebody's hacked into my bank account, somebody in Florida, and they have took all the money out of my banking account and said, I got some bills due, blah, blah, blah. I won't get into all of it, but anyway, he said, would you be interested in buying this car? He said, I know you expressed an interest in the car, like you really liked it. I said, yeah, I like the car. But I said, so he priced it to me, and I said, I'll tell you what, I said, I know you like this car too. I said, why don't you just keep the car and I'll lend you the money. You know, I said, I'll talk it over with my wife, and you know, if I can help you out just to get you by till your next payday or whatever. And he didn't want to do it that way. So, make a long story short, I wound up buying this car. Now, when I got it, I don't know how many miles is on this thing. I want to say, I don't know, 250, I guess. Let's see. Hopefully the radio won't come on. I'll turn it down. See if I can figure this out. 256,987. 256,987. Has a lot of miles. This car's seen a lot. But anyway, I wound up buying the car, and my wife drove it back and forth to work, to her work. So now, since we're both retired, this thing's pretty comfortable. I mean, it doesn't look like much. There's no heated seats, nothing like that. I had to buy this. Got this on eBay. Didn't even have an armrest. And I got this on eBay and installed it because I never realized how much I got used to driving and putting my arm and my wife's arm too, you know, on this little armrest. It works great. Hang on. I don't know where I left off. My wife called and told me she made it to our grandson's house to pick him up. And it's a long story, picking up different grandkids. Anyway, there's no frills. It's power steering, power brakes with air. That's basically, well, automatic. It's automatic. So, anyway, so we've had this car for years, and my wife likes it a lot. She's put her own touches on it. And she's from California. I married somebody from California. So, I mean, she just put her own touches on it. It's a good car. Never let me down or anything, even with all those miles on it. So, we'll get started waxing it, guys, and see. I'm going to say it's 9 o'clock. No, it's later than that. Hang on. I missed that by a mile. It's 9:40. So I'm going to get busy getting started on this before the sun catches up. It's getting hotter and hotter. I got my oldies but goodies radio that only plays oldies but goodies, 50s, 60s, and 70s. And I'm going to get started. I'm going to check myself, see how long it takes me to hand wax this car and take all the wax off. Now, when I wax, I put wax on the windows. I wax the whole entire car. And I'm going to try to get some headlight cleaner, clean the headlights. And, you know, it's not a perfect car. I mean, it's got chips and scrapes and stuff that was on it before I got the car. But it's a good car. I mean, if it's not giving you no trouble, why get rid of it, right? And my wife likes it. I like it. I've carried tires. If I go to the junkyard, I'm not afraid to go on this one because you can carry everything in here, bumpers, everything. So it's a real workhorse. You know, good truck, good truck, car, whatever. So let me get busy. It's 20 till 10, and we'll see how long it takes. Y'all in your head figure out. Looking at this car, I'm going to do the hardest part first, the roof and the top. How long do you think it's going to take me to do this? I'm going to say 2.5 hours. So I got to get busy. In your mind, you think how long, and I'll tell you in the end how long it took me. Hang in there, guys, and let me know what you think about this Scion XB. See you in a bit. Okay, guys, it's now 10:05. To be honest with you, I did call my wife for just a moment and remind her to go. She had to run an errand with one of the grandsons, and I didn't know if she might have got sidetracked because I can't remember nothing myself. Okay, I put the wax on everything on the top that you see. I made, when I hand wax something, I make a boundary. I went down to this pinstripe here, everything up, including glass. So I've done the hood, tops of the fenders, the whole top, and you can see the windows kind of hazy. I've got wax on the windows, you know, all the way around the car to the pinstripe, from here up, back glass. So I'm going to take it off now, and to me that's the hardest part. I don't think it's going to take me 2.5 hours. This is going by pretty quick, and I've been listening. Of course, I have to turn it down for YouTube, but been listening to oldies but goodies, B.J. Thomas, you know, good people like that. Listen to, kind of get you motivated, and kind of singing along to myself. And at times I was talking to the Lord and thanking Him for all the many blessings that He has blessed my wife and I with. And so I done all that in, what, 25 minutes, just kind of playing around a little. So I'm going to get started. I already got me a clean rag. Now my rags look dirty, but actually they're not. They're just stained. So I've really used this one. So I'm going to get started, and let's get started right now. Just to show you, it's not hard. I mean, if you're in the shade, it's not hard to get the wax off. Try to keep it off the plastic, which I did not. I mean, I got a little bit on there, but it's no big deal. I mean, it will all come off. Is this the easiest wax to get on and off? No, probably not. But it's a cheap wax, and I've used it for years, and it always does me a good job. Just show you what. I done this first, so I mean, this has been on here the longest. And you're supposed to let it, like, you know, like, well, I guess get to a haze. And, you know, then remove it. Hard for me to do two things at once, isn't it? I'm not the brightest bulb in the room. I mean, that quick. I mean, it just glides off now. A little bit of effort, I mean, it just starts sliding. So, which means it is protected. And I wax all of our, what I call daily drivers. I hand wax them 2 or 3 times a year, and I'll probably do this one again this fall before winter sets in. And, you know, just try to get them ready for winter weather, cold and ice and stuff. We don't get a whole lot of snow here in East Tennessee. Not very much. If we do, the whole state's in pretty much lockdown because we don't get much snow, as I said, and there's buying snow equipment and all this other stuff. I mean, they have some and salt and whatnot, but it's nothing like living in Chicago or nothing like that. I mean, we don't get snows like that. Hope we never do. Hope we never do. I used to, well, as I've told y'all before, I was born in Chicago. Not by my choosing, but I was born there. My parents, all my folks are from Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee area, which I live in East Tennessee now. And I'm the last one left of my family. Just, you know, my brothers and sisters, my brother, my sister, they were all younger than me. They've already passed away. So, anyway, when I lived in Chicago, I mean, we went to school no matter what. And when they call it the Windy City, it is the Windy City. Oh my goodness, that wind would blow. And anyway, my folks got married in 1955. They were from Alabama. And in they moved to Chicago right after they were married. And I was born in 57. So, might have to clean the windows on the inside too. Once you see how clean it is on the outside, you can see what you've missed on the inside. So, anyway, I don't know how I got started on that, but you see what I'm doing. It's not hard to get off. And I'm going to continue taking this off as fast as I can before the sun gets here. And I'll get back with you guys in just a few minutes, okay? I hope you're enjoying the video. I know it's not much, but it's just what I'm doing today. I mean, maintaining and trying to take care of stuff that you've worked hard for, you know, paid for. And, you know, trying to make it last as long as you can. I do not like car payments or truck payments. I don't like them. I don't want them. So, see y'all in a bit, guys. Hang in there, okay? Okay, guys, it's about 10 till 12 or somewhere around in there. So I've been doing this for, I don't know, hour and a half. I'll say I'm done with this in just a minute. But right now we'll say like an hour and a half. But I've been kind of distracted a little bit. Remember, I got 2 metal detectors. And trying to figure them out. My grandson and, of course, Mrs. PIB, and I'm the dumbest one in the group. Trying to figure this out. There's a penny laying there that they're testing it out. There's something anyway. I can't figure it out. And I never have played with them yet, to be honest with you. But I'm trying to get my grandson, who has a young, spongy mind, smarter, is what I'm saying, to teach Mrs. PIB, because she has a smarter mind than I am. I'm not real smart. But I've been waxing this car. Now, I've waxed, opened up the doors, gas door, waxed all in there, cleaned it, all the door jambs, Opened up the hatch, waxed all in there. Oh, here's what I was doing. They just left to go pick up my other grandson. Then he's got practice again in a couple hours. So, but I got this toothbrush. If you can see a little white here, I got a toothbrush. I always say it's my wife's toothbrush, but I'm just kidding. If you ever do this, you know, if you have pinstripes on your car or truck, I do this like every 2 or 3 wax jobs, I'll get a toothbrush and just get the majority of it off. It's not going to make them auctions or anything, but I do want the car to look decent. Like I said, I've never had a new car or truck in my life, so when my wife drives this car, I want it to look like a well cared for car. Like somebody cares about it, and I care about her driving it. I want her to look, you know, like she's in a decent car. Does that make sense? Anyway, so I'm going along this pinstripe here, this toothbrush. The brushes are, I guess you've seen a bunch of dust come off, but maybe you did. I probably didn't show it, but they're not real stiff, but they're somewhat stiff. But I'm not bearing down. I'm just kind of going along through here gently and letting the brush do the work, not me. Let's see, I don't think I missed any, but we'll see. Let's start up here. This thing's so slick now, it's hard to hold the brush on here. Let the brush do the work. Let the brush do the work. I think my wife is going to stop and get us some hamburgers for both our grandsons and my wife and myself. And we haven't ate nothing all day. And I need to slow down on eating because I've been trying to lose some weight. I have lost weight, but not going as fast as I want to be going as far as losing weight. Be done here in just a second, guys. Then we'll move on to something else, okay? I'm just trying to go over the car a little bit real quick. Now you can kind of see the pinstripe a little bit better. That's good enough. Also, with these toothbrushes, you know, you can kind of go in here, you know, and clean if there's any wax residue, you know what I'm talking about. Let's see if we can find some here. Well, there was a little bit right there. Just kind of going up and down in these corners that the wax went in. I didn't mean for it to go in there, but it did. I just kind of go along through there and just kind of get some of the wax off. Like I said, just want it to look decent. Okay, let me do this side real quick. Then we'll move on to something else, okay? I'm gonna put some headlight polish on. Polish the headlights. I was listening to Gordon Lightfoot just a minute ago, right before I turned the radio down so I could talk to y'all real quick. I'd like to get this car put back in the garage before they get back home and be kind of done with it for today. But oh, I was going to tell y'all too real quick. I meant to tell y'all this before. Well, let me show you. I've got a couple of, oh, there's my old rag. Some people make campers out of these cars. These seats lay down. And I've seen lots of videos on YouTube where people actually, you know, they use them for campers. You know, these seats lay down. Of course, the driver's side won't because of the steering wheel. Maybe if you took the headrest off, but I still doubt it. But anyway, these seats lay down. There's a lot of room in this car. I can't stress to you that enough. There's a lot of room in this little car. A lot of people, you know, make wooden, you know, places here to just make it a place, you know, where you can put your sleeping bag or whatever. And look it up on YouTube sometime. It's pretty interesting, I think, to see what people come up with. People that imagined. Whew, let's start again. People that are smarter than me. Let's put it like that. Of course, I got all kinds of junk back here in the back, and it'd probably get a lot better gas mileage if I took that off. I think I forgot to get some wax off the windows. A lot of people don't put wax on windows, but I do. And I've always had good results with it, you know. But that's just me. Okay, let's get on to something else. Jimmy, this is getting quite boring. Okay. Cleaning these headlights. Now, I don't have nothing special. I don't do nothing special. I'll set that right there. I use this stuff right here. I got it at, I don't know where I got it. But it was cheap. I'm going to say maybe Dollar General or what used to be the dollar store. It's probably $1.50 now, whatever, $2. I don't know. Everything's going up. But anyway, it's just so cheap stuff. It's Blue Magic. I've used this on all my cars and trucks for several years. A little bit goes a long way. And what you do, you dab, it's light blue in color, so you dab a little bit on a rag and you do swirls and you can feel the grit coming off. So let me put some on the rag, guys, and I'll try to show you what I'm doing here in just a second. Hang in there, okay? Okay, I got a little bit on my rag here. I'm going to go over the headlights. I'm going to put it all over the headlight like this. And they got different products. I'm sure a lot of it's better than what I'm using, but this does just fine. This does just fine. Put it all over the headlight like this, and you can feel the grit and contaminants coming off. I do this all the time, or every time I wax it, so I mean it wasn't really that dirty. If I turn on my headlights, I'm generally wanting to see, so I don't want to I want my headlights to be in the best condition that they can possibly be in. It's pretty good. Like I said, they wouldn't bad dirty anyway. I'll have to pause it again, guys, to put some more on, so hang in there, okay? Okay, rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. I might have got too much on this rag just then, but I'm trying to shorten my video up as quick as I can. By the way, if you happen to have one of these cars, Scion XB, let me know in the comments. I'm cleaning it off now, best I can. Some people really make these things look really good. I mean, different wheels and stuff. I haven't done anything to this one except, you know, maintenance, you know, oil changes and this, that, and the other. Like I said, this engine is 108 horsepower. And I try to keep it decent looking, you know, but no, it's not perfect. I could spend all day just doing the engine, but I'm not. I mean, it's just decent looking. So if you raise the hood, it just looks decent. Okay, there's the headlight, and I missed a spot. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to make my videos shorter, and I keep messing up, don't I? Oh man, it feels so good, so slick. It's okay. There's both headlights. Ta-da! There's my lid. Let me put it back on here before I forget it. I got to where I can't remember nothing. I go around all the time. Where did I set this? Where did I set this? But yeah, this is it. Let me shut this hood. Hang on, guys. There's the engine. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, I'm officially done. As far as I'm concerned, I'm going to say it took me 2 hours. Like I said, I got kind of distracted with metal detectors over there, and but I like this color of this car. It doesn't show dirt. I mean, it can be. This thing's been filthy dirty before, and you can't really tell because of the color. It's almost kind of like the same color as this cat-eye truck. This cat-eye truck's the same way. I mean, it can be filthy dirty, and it doesn't look that bad as opposed to, say, like you had a black car or something. I mean, you can really tell a black car is dirty. I can drive a black car around the block, and it looks filthy. Oh well, but black is a beautiful color. Oh my goodness, that's probably my favorite, I guess. But anyway, it took me 2 hours, you know, hand waxing everything that you can possibly imagine. I even put a little wax on the wheels, and these were on the car, and I got it. I was told that they are factory wheels. They are, did I already tell y'all this? Maybe I did. 205, I think I did, 205 4517s. Mostly I see these kind of cars with hubcaps or different kind of rims, but here it is. I mean, it's for a Scion XB, it's in my opinion, a pretty good looking car. No modifications done. Runs good, stops good. I mean, it does everything it's supposed to do. It's just an old 25-year-old, no, 2005. Yeah, dang, it's fixing to be 20 years old. I need to brush up on my math, don't I? It's fixing to be 20 years old. My wife had these little letters made. I know I've showed y'all before. When our kids lived at home, they had an Xbox to play with, and she just put that on there. That's what we call this, Scion Xbox. But let me know what you think about it, and you know, if you have one, like I said, let me know in the comments or send me a picture, whatever you want to do. Be great. I will say this, I hadn't had this car probably 8 seconds, literally 8 seconds. Just paid my buddy that owned the car. There's a little switch up here, and I pulled with this. That's wrong. That's wrong. You don't pull with this. This piece breaks. You'll see a lot of these, if you see them, that they're broke or they're barely hanging on or they've been rigged. So I had to buy another one, get it painted, put it on the car, and you hit the switch and you open it up from down here with your fingers. Don't never pull on this. Don't ever pull on that. It will come off. Very easy to come off. But I was just reminiscing about things that we've done to this car, and as I'm looking at it, I'm looking for spots that I might have missed taking the wax off. So if you've had one of these, let me know, guys, and let me know what you think about them. I would have loved to, I would have loved to have had this car new. I sure would. It would have. It's one of those kind of cars, in my opinion, I would just keep it forever. You know, as long as I possibly could. It's a good car, and if you've ever had one, first generation, like I have. Like I said, I've never had a second generation or whatever. Nothing newer. And, you know, like I said, I never would have run out and bought this had my friend not been in trouble. You know, somebody going into his account, and they ripped him off a bunch during the nighttime while we were sleeping before we went to work. So he got a rude awakening when he got up, and looked for his paycheck in there, and it was all gone plus some. So anyway, thanks for watching. You're watching Prime at His Best. My name is Jimmy. I thank you for watching and listening to an old guy, 67 years old, get out here, and today I'm playing with this Scion XB. Looks so much better. So much better. No matter what I do, I always see something. Anyway, I'm also on Facebook, Prime at His Best, Instagram, Prime at His Best, if you'd like to send me a picture. Or better yet, send me a video. I have a PIBs, that stands for Prime at His Best. PIBs subscriber rides. If you'd like to send me a picture of your car or truck, whatever you have, I'll put it on my YouTube channel for free. Just subscribe to the channel. Send me a video 2 to 3 minutes long. No longer than that. 2.5 minutes is probably good. Send me a video. And if it needs to be longer, stop the video. And then send me that part, and then send me the rest of it that you're wanting to send. 2.5 minutes long, 3 minutes. If it's too much, I'll have to say it won't send because it'll say file too large. Send me video. My wife and I put it together, edit it, you know, however many videos you want to take of your car or truck. Doesn't matter. If you've been watching my channel, you know I'm into C10s and GMC trucks. So send me a video. I'll put it together. I'll let you know when I post a video up of your car or truck. And you can show your family and friends, co-workers, you know, what you have, what you've been working on, whatever. If you have one of these, let me know. And send me a video of it. I'd love to put it on my YouTube channel, absolutely, positively for free. Just a few things I need to tell you that's so important. Listen very carefully. Turn your phone sideways. Start your video, turn your phone sideways. That way you get a full screen like you're seeing this right now. Turn your phone sideways. No music or no foul language, guys, or I'm not going to put it up there. If somebody in the video is cursing or something like that, I'm not going to put it up. If there's music, I can't put it up because YouTube won't let me. I'm not paying for copyright infringements. I've had several videos that I've made that were good videos, but because in the background somebody heard music, and my video couldn't put it up. I'm not paying for that. I'm not doing it. So those 3 things: turn your phone sideways, no foul language, no music. Send me a video, I'll post it up. I'll let you know when I post it. Like I said, you can send me a video to primeatisbest@comcast.net, Facebook Messenger Prime at His Best, or Instagram Messenger Prime at His Best. And I'll be happy to put it up for you. You can show your family and friends, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, you know, your children that live in another state, whatever. I'm just making stuff up. But yeah, let me know what you think. And I'll be happy to put it up. PIB subscriber rides. I also have PIB's swap and shop. If you're trying to sell your car or truck, you can send me a video the same way. 2 to 3 minutes long. Remember, turn your phone sideways. Some people don't get it, so that's why I keep mentioning it. Turn your phone sideways. No music or foul language. If you're trying to sell your car or truck, walk around it for 2.5 minutes or so. Talk about it, what's going on with it, what you've done or what you're wanting to do, or you're tired of it and you're wanting to trade it. And some way for somebody, you know, your email address, your phone number, however you want to do this. The whole world can see it. If you put it on my YouTube channel, I have people from lots of other countries that watch my videos, believe it or not. I know it's hard to believe, but that's true. So, I mean, you get the whole world to see it. Put a price on it and a way for somebody to contact you, and I'll be happy to put it on there too. PIB's swap and shop. Just put a price and a way somebody can contact you. Okay? After that, it's in your hands. So, and a good time to call if you want, you know, someone to call you. Good time to call. You might want to mention what state you live in or whatever. so somebody won't call you at 2 in the morning when it's 8 o'clock or something wherever they live, in the evenings or something. So just thought I'd throw that out there, trying to help you guys out, trying to get you to subscribe to both my channels, Primer is Best and Man on a Budget. Oh yeah, I'm on Instagram, Man on a Budget 1. I have 2 channels, Primer is Best and Man on a Budget. That is me. I'm that guy. My name's Jimmy. Thanks for watching, guys. God bless each and every one of y'all. What a beautiful day the Lord has made. Oh my goodness, it is so beautiful. I'm always in amazement of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and God the Father. So blessed to be made in His image, and you should be too. We're made in His image. We are worth more than many sparrows, so it says in the Bible. Y'all have a blessed day. Y'all stay safe. Please like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. That sure would help my channel to grow. If you want to help me, I'm trying to help you guys. Y'all help me. Subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you like these kind of videos, and I'll get back on C10s and GMCs. Y'all have a blessed day. Catch you in the next one, guys. Stay safe, and I love yous. See y'all later.